comparable to like when I stood next to Coleman, I'm like, my back needs work, but he had the best back in the world. I got so tired of hearing about, the back double bicep, because there's so many other fucking poses.
But all people were talking about was back. I was frustrated about that, and I was angry.
I'm looking at his back. Ronnie's back. His back had to be 4 feet wide, man.
Hanging, like where that's body fat on people, that was his muscles hanging.
At that heavier weight, and then his back looked like slabs of fat until he flexed it, and then it was all striated. But you didn't give up. That was the thing. You went in and you said, I'm going to do this again.
I don't know what I looked like. When she took the picture, she goes, holy shit. And when you showed me the picture, I mean, I never saw my body in that kind of condition from the backside, right? That's where I always was a loser in a lot of the competitions. And when she said that, that's when I said, I'm going to win the show. I knew right then.
Yeah, you looked at the picture and you said to me, who's that?
Yeah.
You literally didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
It was a back shot, and your Christmas tree, your glute hamstring tie-in, and everything else.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it was just insane.
It's just back to the drawing board. Let's get this shit done. Let's move forward and try to improve my body and enjoy that year process of getting back in the gym and training for it. You're saying, okay, how can I create the best?
Back to defeat Ronnie.
All right, now let's break down Jay Cutler's back day and see how he built the back that was good enough to take down Ronnie Coleman.
I'm gonna take home my first Sandow trophy.
Jay Cutler!
Today we're diving deep into Jay Cutler's back day. The exact back workout he was doing in 2006, the year he finally won the Mr. Olympia title. This was the year Jay reached the top and ended Ronnie Coleman's reign.
Ready for some back today?
After a few minutes of warming up, it's time to get to work. And remember, this is after his fasted morning cardio, sometimes starting as early as 4, 5, or even sometimes 2 a.m.
2 a.m., this is when all the crazies come out. Cardio time. Every night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm in here. Something different I had to do this time to shock my body and get up out of a dead sleep.
He is getting the body ready. Doing a few stretches, loosening everything up, making sure the muscles are warmed up and ready to fire. Let's move into the first exercise. Jay is starting the workout with reverse grip pull downs.
Start with some reverse pull downs. Working on fitness for the back today. The lats forward so you can get that good V-tape when you stand on the stage. That's what we're focused on with this, and a little thickness in the back.
Right away, he's using some heavy weight. Most of the time, Jay starts his back workouts with some kind of pull-down exercise. This is actually a great exercise for building that wide V-taper because the reverse grip naturally puts more focus on the lats.
I compare a lot of the exercise I do and envision a lot of the poses. So front double bicep, right? We really want to flare the lats out. Something to really pull the lats. So we talk about the front double bicep, and I used to pop the lats out. Well, this exercise is really good because you get that pull on the lat.
Here, Jay is doing 15 to 10 rep range, and every rep is clean and controlled. One thing you have to notice is the way he performs the movement. As he pulls the weight down, he leans back slightly to get a better squeeze through the entire back. At the bottom, he's squeezing the lats hard, and on the way up, he's getting a full stretch. That's why you can see every muscle in his back firing.
I'm very explosive to really get that contraction. So I believe that we have so many muscle fibers that we need to hit. Ideally with that explosive movement, I feel you could target specific muscle fibers. There's the fast twitch or slow twitch. Now some people, you notice in today's era, people are training with that slower, concentric, eccentric movements. For me, I power through the movements. You can watch all the old videos, a little more loose, but beneficial for what we do. So really explosive, control, explosive, okay? But control is the key.
He's doing pyramid sets, adding weight every set. By the fourth set, the entire weight stack isn't enough for him, so he adds a 25-pound plate to make the stack heavier. Even with that extra weight, he's still knocking out 10 clean reps. Jay's doing all that weight like nothing. Then he moves into the 5th and final set, again hitting 10 reps. And from this camera angle, you can see his entire back firing. Every muscle from top to bottom.
If you want width, obviously you're gonna focus on pull-up movements, pull-downs, some different kind of angled machines where you can work more of your outer lats.
Now, let's look at a few other pull-down variations you can use to hit your back from different angles. Regular lat pull-downs are a great option. They do a better job of building overall back width by hitting the outer lats hard. Reverse grip pull-downs, on the other hand, put more focus on the lower lats and bring the biceps into the movement a bit more. Just make sure to keep your chest up so you can really engage the upper and middle back. Another great option is the V-bar pull-down. This one is excellent for adding thickness through the middle and lower back. No matter which grip you use, the key is to pull with your elbows, not your hands. If you focus on driving your elbows down, you'll feel your back doing the work instead of your arms. Another variation, behind the neck lat pull-downs. You don't see many people doing this exercise anymore because it has pretty much disappeared from modern gyms. When performed correctly, this exercise does a great job of targeting the upper back and helping build thickness through that area.
I'm gonna tell you the basic mass thickness exercises that work best for me. Dumbbell rows, T-bar rows, deadlifts, bent barbell rows, and seated cable rows. But really to get that thickness and get that depth when you turn to the side, especially on the stages, when you're thick from front to back, those are gonna be your heavy row movements such as the T-bar row, bent barbell rows, and your deadlifts.
All right, now it's time for deadlifts, one of Jay's main mass-building movements for back thickness and strength. He starts off with 2 plates aside and keeps the reps fairly low, around 6 to 8 reps. As the sets go on, he uses a pyramid style, adding 1 plate per side each set. Next up is 3 plates aside, and you can see Jay is doing mixed grip, which is also known as alternating grip. That's a common technique on heavy deadlifts because it helps keep the bar from rolling out of your hands. Then he moves up to 4 plates aside, which puts the weight at 405 pounds. At this point, the workout gets serious. Jay performs 2 heavy sets here, hitting 6 strong reps on each set. If you're looking for a deadlift variation, another great option is rack pulls. Now, let's talk about rack pulls. Think of them as a shorter version of the deadlift. Because the bar starts higher, you can put more focus on your upper back and traps without as much stress on your lower back. If your goal is building a thick, dense back, rack pulls are a great exercise to add.
So for this year's training for the Olympia, I've done deadlifts every other week. We get them off the floor till about 6 weeks out. Now, just doing them off the rack, just to reduce the strain on the waist.
And here's my rack pulls, 5 plates. Great exercise, okay? Great exercise, guys, to bring up that lower back thickness. You can see I did a overhand, underhand grip. And I did these off the rack. I'm basically touching the floor of the weight. You don't have to slam the weights. Of course, I'm screaming to the top of my lungs here. Poor management, man. The stuff they put up with me there. There wasn't many people in this gym, actually. This was a time when I usually train when it was pretty quiet, but yeah, 500 pounds, like nothing.
Now Jay moves on to the third exercise of the workout, one-arm dumbbell rows. This is a great movement for building back thickness and really targeting each side of the back individually.
So I'm using all 3 weights here. So machines, we were anti-machines at the time. So here we go, one-arm rows. I think I would start with pretty heavy weights with this and end with extremely heavy weights.
He starts with 135-pound dumbbells, and right away, you can see the pace he's working at. The reps are fast, powerful, and controlled.
I would just, I would row. I built my lats, really stretched the lats and developed that really, wide back thickness. You can see it kind of pound through the reps, not much rest in between each arm. So great builder for the lats.
He's hitting 10 reps per arm and making the weight look easy. By the third set, he's rowing a 180-pound dumbbell. Most people would struggle just to pick that up, but Jay is repping it out like it's nothing. He just keeps rowing, rep after rep.
I always use straps. If you notice, I'm wearing a strap just for grip. I always had good hand grip, but I always to take my mind out of the effort from the fingers, I would try to focus on using a strap. And you can see my tempo is super, super fast.
Now Jay is moving on to the next exercise, the OG of back training. Classic T-bar rows. This is one of those old school bodybuilding exercise that has been used for decades to build a thick, powerful back. Instead of using a machine, here you can see Jay is doing the old school barbell version. One end of the bar is fixed to a dumbbell, and the other end is loaded up with weight plates. Right from the first set, he's not messing around. He starts with 6 plates and bangs out 12 reps. And watch the speed he's working at. The reps are explosive, the weight is moving fast, and he's attacking every set. Here, you can see his hairs flying.
So when I was challenging Ronnie Coleman back in 2000, it started in 01, our battles, 01, 02, 3, 4, 5, I beat him in 06. But by the time 2004 rolled around, I was watching his training and I watched him do these heavy T-bar rows, which was basically a bar in the corner. So we're gonna use a handle, like a seated cable row, really work on that thickness. If I needed to battle him and beat him with the rear double bicep, I was able to conquer him and beat him in 06. I'm the only one that can go toe to toe with this guy. He's a monster,
So the famous T-bar row, so fast repetitions, I talk about the slow twitch, fast twitch muscle fibers and explosive movements always work best for me. This is the one exercise I can tell you that helped me beat Ronnie Coleman when I came and won the title.
All right, important. Head stays forward.
I think this is one step closer. This is 2005. Here I was spitting out my... I see this a lot as a meme now. Here we are. This was, I think, 9 or 10 plates. This is as many plates as I would hold up. The gym. The people would freak out when I would be screaming like this in the gym. And I needed someone to stand in the end because that bar would pop up.
Now Jay is moving on to the 5th exercise of the workout, reverse grip barbell rows. This is one of the best compound movements for building a thick, dense back. He starts with 2 plates aside and gets right to work.
We talk about grips on this. So I'm gonna use kind of a shoulder width. I'm gonna hook, and I'm gonna use my fingers as hooks. And I'm gonna pull to this area.
Jay is knocking out 10 to 12 reps per set, and he's doing 3 solid sets here. One thing you'll notice is the work rate. He just keeps rowing and rowing and rowing, focusing on getting as much volume into the back as possible.
Man, but I would feel like a f***ing powerhouse when I did these, though. The back pump I get, it was f***ing crazy.
The reverse grip also helps bring the lower lats into the movement, making it a great exercise for adding both thickness and detail to the back.
Building your back to Jay Coleman.
Now Jay moves on to the next exercise, seated cable rows using a V-bar attachment. This is a great movement for building thickness through the middle of the back while also hitting the lats. Right from the first set, he's using the entire weight stack, 250 pounds. He's cranking out 10 reps and making it look easy. But for Jay, that's still not enough weight. So on the next set, he adds even more weights by hanging an extra weight plate onto the stack.
And I would actually load weights onto this stack. I would actually load plates onto it, which I don't suggest doing in your gym, but yeah, okay, here we go. I'm gonna pin the stack right now. This is what I don't suggest doing at the gyms. I mean, I was so strong in these days. I mean, I just felt like once I got rolling with the back, it just didn't want to stop. You can see the plate attached moving with the weight stack. And that's like a gym owner's nightmare when people are putting weights onto the weight stacks.
After 3 sets, Jay switches from the V-bar attachment to a longer bar and keeps the same exercise going for 2 more sets. By changing the attachment, he's changing the way the muscles are being hit. With the V-bar, the focus is more on building overall lat width and adding mass to the back. But when he switches to the wider neutral grip bar, more of the upper back starts getting involved, helping build that thick, detailed look across the upper back. It's the same exercise, but a small change in grip can make a big difference in what part of the back gets the most work. Now we're moving to the 7th and final back exercise of the workout, cable pullovers. Before he starts, Jay takes off his tank top and you can see his entire upper body is pumped. He looks crazy. Every muscle is popping. He's using a long bar with a wide grip and working through smooth, controlled reps. Here you can see how wide and thick his back is. It almost looks like a cobra opening up. And of course, Jay isn't going light. He's using the full weight stack and knocking out 12 strong reps, finishing off the workout with the same intensity he started with. After the back workout is done, Jay spends a few minutes stretching. After an intense session like this, stretching helps loosen up the muscles, improve blood flow, and relieve some of that tightness that comes from moving heavy weight. Once that's done, it's time for the final part of the workout, posing. This helps bring out more muscle detail, increases blood flow for a better pump, and improves your mind-muscle connection.